Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video here at the Outback Shop. Wanted to go ahead and say I'm sorry about not filming anything about the Kawasaki teryx delivery. It was a bad day. We ended up taking it to the camp from my house and got rained on. And it was me, him, and his daughter. And it was coming down like there was no filming happening whatsoever. And we had to even get a buddy to pick us up. Yeah, it was that bad. So that we could go get a truck and trailer to pick the side by side up by the road. So I'm sorry I don't have anything on that, but it's delivered and back to the owner, and he's happy. So everything's good there. As you can see here in the shop, I have a couple new little projects. I actually have a lot of jobs sitting around. Everybody's like seeing that all their four-wheelers aren't working or whatnot for hunting season and deciding, hey, let me bring it to Pat, and hey, I want it back next week. Well, that doesn't happen all the time. All right, guys, so the two builds we have going on right now in the shop are this is a 2011 Honda Rincon 680. It's in for quite a few things. And this is a 02, I believe, Honda Sportsman 500 HO. This one's been in here before. And it's got some starting issues and electrical issues. So starting with the Sportsman, it's got a new solenoid on it right here. What had happened to this bike is the owner decided to try to jump a wire between here and here on another solenoid all the way up to a switch or something throughout here. And when they did that, the wire was way small and it melted. And everywhere that wire touched, it melted. So yeah, I got to fix some wiring up in here. But I'll get to that later. Everything is connected. Just stuff's exposed here and there. But also the ignition or the start switch is all jacked up, and they had another one, but it was just a piece of junk. But we do have power and everything. If this was unplugged, it won't have power. But new solenoids in, got a new starter down in here. Thought that was going to be the fix because it definitely needed a new starter. The other one's locked up, but it wouldn't engage. So every time I would hit the starter, it would just spin. So if you see in here, guys, see how rusty this is? This thing had water all up in here and a bunch of other stuff. I don't know. So I got the starter in and it wouldn't do anything. And then I tried to pull start it and it wouldn't pull start because the pull start doesn't work. So here's that cover. Pulled this off. I don't see the little gear that's supposed to be here that opens up to grab that. So this was disabled at some point, it looks like. This Bandex doesn't even think about moving. So it's seized up. And they have these little like washer or this, you would think that'd be like a little bearing or something, a little needle bearing. But they're not. They're just like a little spacer thing. But that's where the Bandex sits. This one is cracked. I don't know if you can see that. Right there and right down here. So, I don't know. I have the new Bandex. I may just try it and fill it with something to, because all it does is just help it just support it. We'll see what happens. But here's the new one. So I got to stick that in there. This one works like it's supposed to. You spin it and it moves. You know, here's the old starter. It is locked up like no other. Done, son. So that's what's up with the Sportsman. Once I clean up the cover and all that and put the new Bandex in there, it should be good to go, other than like little stupid stuff like supporting the air box, the little tabs broke and just stupid shit like that. You know how it goes. These old Polarises are kind of ugh. But anyway, I've gotten pretty good at messing with them. They definitely come through here a lot. So, but they always do go. So, but the 2011 Rincon. So this one's fuel injected, which is nice. Yes, this is a buddy of mine's, of the family's, and he ripped his back rack off and broke some plastics and some other little things. It's due for a service. He bought it used a while back. He's used it for a couple deer seasons, and then it just started giving him little issues. The ignition switch actually was bad. He put a different one on it, and it was still the new one was screwed up. It was a piece of shit Chinese one. I went ahead and ordered a OE Honda one, and I put it on. I can't start it right now or crank it, but yeah, we got power. Everything's good. Lights work. Everything's hooked up. It's got a programmer. So I don't have any oil in it right now. I was doing the fluids and I didn't have a filter, so I'm just waiting on an oil filter so I can put some oil in her. Front and rear diff, change that fluid. We have a couple issues right here. The steering shaft has slack in it somehow. It moves up and down. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty dark. But anyway, I have to look into that, where the tie rods hook up, where the steering shaft is. This hub bearing, if you can see that. Yep, it needs a new hub bearing. And right here, check out these ball joints, guys. Let me see something. You see that? I'm going up with it, and it's moving quite a bit, guys. Check that out. Anyway. Shouldn't do that. The joint up in here is all jacked up. It's loose, very, very loose. So, got some new ball joints on the way. Have a set of brakes already. Like I said, I got the ignition switch. I'm gonna do this upright for them. I got here's the bearings right here. So those just came in. Just waiting on a couple things. Plastics, air filter, gonna put a uni in it. Waiting on that to get here. I'm gonna clean up the air box, but I'm gonna end up doing this really nice for them. I'm gonna paint all this rusty stuff up for them, and then I'm gonna put the OE how the footwell supports are, like these, but the front ones. I've got a parts bike outside that I'm gonna throw those on, take them off of that, because this is what the previous owner did. They welded this bar angle iron on here, and it's not really supporting the whole footwell where it needs to, and the other one's gone completely. So I'm just gonna put it back to stock. He had 30-inch silverbacks on it. That's what it came with when he bought it. So this thing was owned by someone who went mudding. I don't think it was ever snorkeled though. It doesn't look like it ever was. Vent lines were never moved. It is a little louder because it has the the programmer, and they cut the exhaust. He wants that to be quieter also, and to stiffen the rear shock. So I'm gonna put some spacers in there, I guess. And a 2-inch hitch receiver. That's on its way as well. Just little odds and ends, guys. So I wanted to tell you about the teryx, and I wanted to kind of show you what I had going on. Sorry, it's been a while since I posted anything, but just been really busy with camp stuff and trying to get food plots cut and disked and all that good stuff. And it just takes up a lot of my time. So, but these are what I have going on. I got parts coming in for things, and I got some other builds sitting outside. I'll go over those another day. But look, until the next one, guys, like I said, I'll kind of get some footage of doing these. But till the next video, y'all take it easy. And if you would, hit that like and subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see y'all in the next one.